There's a silence that follows your happiness, a pause they didn't expect. Because for the first time, you're smiling and they're not the reason. They always thought they were the sun and you were something orbiting them. But one day you stopped revolving and started rising. That's the day they notice. They scroll past your peace, and it unsettles them. You're laughing again, sleeping again, living again. And the question hits them harder than any confrontation ever could. How are you happy without me? Because in their world, happiness is control. And if they don't control you, you're not supposed to have any. They'll tell themselves it's fake. They'll whisper that you're pretending. They'll invent chaos just to feel close to your peace. But what really shakes them is that glow that doesn't include them, because they used to be the center of your world. And now they're not even a thought. You stopped explaining, stopped defending, stopped trying to convince them of your worth, and you started being. Joy became your quiet rebellion. That's when they realize they didn't just lose your presence, they lost their reflection. Because the version of you they controlled is gone, and what's left is someone they can't manipulate anymore, someone free. When a narcissist sees you happy without them, something breaks. Not in you, in their illusion. Because your happiness is proof that their power was temporary. Your peace is evidence that they were never your source. They study your calm like it's betrayal. They question how you healed without their permission. They start rewriting history just to make your glow make sense. They'll say you were fake. They'll say you changed. They'll say you used them to grow. But deep down they know. You grew because they showed you everything you never want to be again. They'll send messages masked as curiosity. They'll leave likes on old photos. They'll linger in places you might see them. It's not love. It's panic disguised as interest. Because your peace proves what they fear most. That they were never needed. That they were only noise you learned to turn off. They'll try to reclaim relevance. Because in their mind, your happiness must have a reason. And that reason must still be them. But it's not. It's you. You did the work. You faced the silence. You rebuilt what they tried to destroy. And now every smile, every sunrise, every moment you choose joy without them is the closure they'll never get, because they can't ruin what no longer belongs to them. They'll keep watching, but they'll never understand. Because your happiness isn't a show, it's survival turned into art. You found beauty in rebuilding. You found meaning in what was meant to break you. You found self-respect where they expected emptiness. And now you shine differently, not to prove a point, not to make them jealous, but because peace looks good on you. They'll try to bait you again. They'll test your calm with nostalgia. They'll say, I miss the old you. But you'll smile, because the old you needed their validation, and the new you needs nothing from them. You've outgrown the game they keep replaying. You've seen the pattern, the script, the cycle, and you've decided peace is the only ending you'll accept. Your peace used to scare you because it was quiet. Now it comforts you because it's yours. It doesn't demand. It doesn't chase. It doesn't prove. It just is. It's the sound of your own breathing after years of holding it in. The stillness after storms that used to feel like home. The realization that love isn't supposed to hurt before it heals. You no longer explain your joy. You live it. And every time they check in, scroll by, or talk about you to others, they're reminded that you were never the problem, just the one who got away from their control. You've become living proof that healing is louder than revenge, and peace is stronger than punishment. Because they taught you everything about manipulation, and you turned it into mastery. They showed you what it means to be unseen, and you learned to see yourself. They tried to break your confidence, and instead they built your clarity. Now your smile isn't a performance. It's a declaration, a quiet anthem of survival. A message they can't erase no matter how many times they rewrite the story. They'll say you've changed, and they're right. You have. You've become someone who doesn't need closure to move forward. Someone who doesn't need permission to shine. Someone who doesn't confuse silence with weakness. They wanted to be the reason you smiled. And now they're the reason you learned to smile on your own. And that smile? It's not spite. It's not revenge. It's freedom. Because the moment you found happiness without them is the moment you finally found yourself. You stopped waiting for their apology. and started writing your own piece. And that's what truly haunts them. Not that you moved on, but that you outgrew the version of yourself they could control. So let them look. Let them linger. Let them wonder. Because your light isn't for their understanding. It's for your becoming. And no one who tried to dim you gets to define what your glow means now. Like this video if you've built your piece back stronger. Comment "I found my smile again" if you've reached that freedom. And subscribe for weekly truths to help you heal and rise.